Are you looking for more Supermod content? Come join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. For just $5 a month, you can get access to YouTube ad-free shows, all Supermod updates, all Supermod spreadsheets. All of our shows are released early. There are bonus episodes and much more. Don't waste another minute, everybody. Head on over to Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Warning. This product contains extreme nostalgia. Does your job got you down? Is adulting not as fun as you thought it would be? Do you want a way to recapture that happiness from when you were a kid? At Retrostalgia Box, you feel like a kid again. Comics, toys, and video games hand-curated from the past and straight to your door. Unbox happiness at retrostalgiabox.com. Once again, that's retrostalgiabox.com. Yeah! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, as always, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA Save. Tonight, everybody, the AWA has a spot show, and we are remaining in Winnipeg from yesterday's television tapings, and we are going to run a show at the Duckworth Center. Now, I'd like to say that this is a spot show, but essentially we're just running an additional show here. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the, well, we're not going to take a look at anything just yet. Our venue is booked. Let's see who's absent for tonight. It's nobody but Jerry Blackwell. And our backstage instance, it looks like we have some protege work taking place here. And good stuff. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our card for this evening, everybody. And for a spot show, or a lower end card, we have a pretty good show tonight. We're going to have Bill Jodoin versus Rick Titan as we continue to try to build up the newcomer. We're going to see a tag team action here, everybody, of Malia, Hosaka, and Shirley Black against Reggie Bennett and Penny Mitchell. We're going to see John Paul in singles action against Slick Nick Kiniski, Canada's own Nick Kiniski, that is. We have another Canadian on the card, too, and Rick Titan. Next, we're going to see the Trooper versus Manny Fernandez in singles action. Sheik, Adnan al-Kaissey, and Ali Khan will face Greg Gagne and Ron Simmons in a tag team bout. That's our semi-main event. And in the main event, everybody, we're going to see the Iron Sheik against Tom Zenk, the current #1 contender for the heavyweight championship of the world. So with that said, everybody, let's get to booking. Here we go. Jodoin versus Titan here in the opener. They're going to go 12. And here we go, everybody. Bill Jodoin, live and in living color right here. And we have Rick Titan. And Titan, everybody, of course, is going to get the win. Bill Jodoin is enhancement only, but he's going to work this match here and help Rick Titan get over. Up next, we're going to have our ladies tag team match, which I believe is going to be a 14-minute bout. Yeah, 14. All right, and we have Malia Hosaka and Shirley Black. So Black and Hosaka versus Bennett and Mitchell. And Bennett and Mitchell are a couple of pretty nasty women. Really good female wrestlers. Big, powerful. All right, here is Penny Mitchell up next. So there's Reggie Bennett. And we have Penny Mitchell. And here is Malia Hosaka. Okay, we are going to have Penny Mitchell get the win here, everybody. And this one is booked. All right, up next, we're going to have John Paul and Slick Nick Kiniski. They are going to go 14 minutes here. And here's the thing about Nick Kiniski. Nick Kiniski, in my opinion, was more talented than his brother Kelly. Both of them were outstanding amateur wrestlers and were Real deal. I don't think you want to tangle with either one of them because they would probably tie you up like a pretzel. That's probably that and the fact that they were second generation wrestlers. Gene Kiniski was their dad. I'm sure that was the attraction for Vern Gagne to the Kiniski brothers. Unfortunately, neither one had much in the way of charisma. Nick had more charisma than his brother, Kelly, but they still had very little charisma, and that led to neither one of them really having any success. About the most prolific thing that Nick Kiniski did in his career was when he tagged up with Kevin Kelly, and they became a tag team. They had some success. That was probably the biggest thing in his career. But I don't know. Both these guys had such talent in the ring, and they did. They were good wrestlers. Maybe with the right manager or something, maybe they could have gone on and done more than what they did, or maybe they just didn't want to. And that's probably the bottom line. They both just probably didn't care anymore and gave up on wrestling. One of them, I can't remember if it's Nick or Kelly, owns like a big time bar restaurant that I guess is very successful. I just can't remember which one of the Kiniski brothers it is. So here we go. Nick Kiniski with the win here, everybody. And that one is all set. And up next here, we have the Trooper and Manny Fernandez. The Trooper, of course, would go on to become the Patriot. He would don that hood, but he had some success in the failing AWA. And the Trooper kind of came in when the AWA was going belly up, formed a tag team with DJ Peterson. They won the tag team title. But again, it was when the AWA was pretty much failing. And I just listened to a podcast recently with our friend Bumps and Thumps over there. Make sure you check them out. Bumps and Thumps, everybody. Look them up on YouTube. It's a good show. Brian Ferguson does a great job bringing in these old wrestlers, asking them the right questions. And he's also really smart to stay out of the way. Like if they want to talk for 5 minutes straight and tell a story, Ferguson lets them talk for 5 minutes straight and tell a story. He's really good at what he does. And I feel bad because I don't think he gets the numbers that he deserves. He has interviewed so many of these great stars, and he should be popping a couple thousand views per video. So if you get a chance, get over there, listen to Brian Ferguson's stuff, especially with the old school AWA. He's excellent, and he deserves more than what he's getting, without a doubt. That's the way I see it. All right, we have the Trooper and Manny Fernandez here. And of course, Manny Fernandez is going to get the win against the very young Del Wilkes here. All right, next we have the semi-main, which is going to be 18 minutes. And it's going to be al-Kaissey and Khan versus Gagne and Simmons. And as we know, Ali Khan is pretty much used sporadically to lose. All right, here is Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey. Here is Ali Khan. Here is Greg Gagne. And here is Ron Simmons. And we are going to have Greg Gagne get the win. Greg Gagne, of course, lost the World Television title just last night in the game here. And he needs a little bump back here. So he's going to get the win. And this should probably be a pretty decent match. Ali Khan is obviously the weak link, but al-Kaissey is capable, and so are Gagne and Simmons. All right, so this one is all set, and this brings us to our big main event here. That's going to go 25, and it is going to be the Iron Sheik versus Tom Zenk. And here we go. Here is Sheiky. Here is Tom Zenk. And Tommy Z is going to get the win here, everybody, of course. He's the #1 contender of the World Heavyweight title. And he's going to get that win by DQ. Because that's what you do on a spot show. Iron Sheik has not flaked out on us lately here. In real life, by this point in 1988, he's heavily addicted to drugs. I think he was back in the WWF at this point, or still with the WWF, although they might have released him again at this point. Tom Zenk, I believe in June of 1988, was bouncing around the independents. I think he was doing some shows for the AWA. I don't think he was in WCW yet, but I could be wrong. Or Crockett. It's still Crockett at that point. All right, this one is booked. All right, we're at 111 minutes. That's our normal time for our spot shows. Let's go ahead and get rolling here and see how things go. Rick Titan gets the win over Bill Jodoin here with that big boot. We have Red Tex to Doom all over the place here. Two young guys. Neither one are very talented at this point in the game. And we get a whopping 19 for these two combatants. All right, the ladies match. No Red Tex to Doom, which is nice to see. We get a 37 overall as Penny Mitchell pins Malia Hosaka with that penny drop. And Bennett and Mitchell are serious business for a women's team here, everybody. No doubt about it. All right, up next here, John Paul and Nick Kiniski. And Nick Kiniski gets the win over John Paul with that backbreaker, 51 overall for these two. Let's see if there's any takeaways here. Kiniski holding back, Paul inexperience. Fair enough. All right, up next here, we got the Trooper and Manny Fernandez. Fernandez gets the win with that flying burrito, also known as the flying forearm. I guess Tito Santana is the one that first started calling it the flying burrito. And Manny Fernandez must have borrowed that name from him, considering that Santana was wrestling about 5 or 6 years earlier than Manny Fernandez. But Santana always referred to it as the flying forearm, and I guess Fernandez actually stuck with the flying burrito. So here we go, 57 overall. There's probably going to be some holding back business. There's not, just inexperience on the part of the Trooper. It's all right. All right, here we go. Gagne and Simmons over al-Kaissey and Khan. Greg Gagne beats Ali Khan with the Gagne sleeper. And we got some decent numbers here. al-Kaissey 71, Simmons 77, Gagne 75, 69 overall here. And not a terrible match at all. Let's see how our main does here. 87 overall. And it looks like it's mostly due to the work of the Iron Sheik here. Although Tom Zenk had a very nice 75 here also. Sheik, of course, is aligned with Dastardly Don Carson now. 87 overall. Good stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and finish this one up. Get a 79 for this match in Winnipeg. Good stuff. Looks like we sold it out. All right, we can go ahead and finish up here. And we'll have another spot show. But, of course, we'll be jumping over here to our tour date, which is going to land us in. And, of course, this just freezes up on me. Here we go. We're going to be heading to Omaha. So we are traveling from Winnipeg all the way down to Omaha, Nebraska. All right, let's check our incoming here, everybody. Pat Tanaka has only got a month left on his contract. Pat Tanaka doesn't want to re-sign with us. And that's not realistic. We'll have to figure something out there. Derek Dukes would like to make $170 a show. We can afford it. We'll give you a shot there, Derek. Well, let's take a quick look around the game world here, see if we see anything fancy that catches our eye. CWA ran, of course. Colorado Kid and Rocky Johnson over Knobs and Yamamoto. 59 overall, only 161 people. Oof. Rough go of it there. All right, this is going to do it for us here, everybody. For those of you that are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure to drop us a comment below. Let us know how you found the channel, what you think of us so far. Everybody, we are on Discord. Make sure to check us out at the 1987 Supermod on Discord. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Last but not least, everybody, if you're looking for version 10 of the Supermod, it is available on Patreon, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. You can still find version 9 on braddrake.net. Just click on Supermod. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time.